Hey darlings, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for being here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create these layered scales on the front panel of your skirt. You can equally do this on the back side of your skirt or midway half your skirt. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create it all through the front panel of your skirt, just like this. So if you want to learn how to do this, make sure you watch to the end. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing your basic skirt pattern, the front if you want to put the scales on the front part of your skirt, or the back if you're going to put it on the back side of your skirt. Now, after providing your pattern, you need to cut out the same measurement on your skirt, both the front side of your skirt and also the back side of your skirt. And as you can see, I already have my seam allowances on my pattern already. And then the next thing you have to consider is darts. As you can see, if you observed on the front side of my skirt, there's no dart to it. I removed the dart measurement for the front panel since it's not necessary, but for the back side there's a dart on it, and on my pattern there's no dart on it as well, just as my front panel is. So now, after cutting out your pieces, we're going to go over to the main work. Now, the first thing I did was to mark ½ inch above the hemming line. This is because I don't want any of the scales to be locked into the stitches, the hemming stitches. This will enable the scales to stay above the hemming line. So this is why I marked it right there. So now the next thing for you to determine is the size of your scale. Now I want mine to be 4 inches because the remaining part of the skirt where the scales will lay is 24 inches, as you can see right there. So I divided it into 6, so I got 4 inches. And I wanted to work with a whole number, that's why I did it like that. But you can further share yours into smaller pieces if 4 inches is too large for your liking. Next, you're going to mark the same at the other side of your skirt. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly click the subscribe button below. Turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss any of our tutorials. Thank you. Next, you're going to connect these lines together. Now you mark 2½ inches across the center front line. Now to start creating the scales, you connect randomly from the left side of your skirt all the way to the 2½ inch you marked at the waistline of the right side of your skirt. Now you're going to repeat the same process by marking from the right side of your skirt all the way to the 2½ inch you marked at the waistline of the left hand side of your skirt. Now to create the next scale, you're going to measure from the center point 1½ inch, and then I'm going to create a curved line from the right side of my skirt all the way to the mark I've made right there. Now to make the next scale from this center point right here, I'm going to measure 1½ inch. And then I'm going to connect it to the left hand side of my skirt. So guys, if you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave it on the comment section below. Now to make the next scale, I'm going to measure what I have from this point to this point. And I'm going to use it to create the next scale by placing it on this meeting point into the left side of my skirt, and I'm going to connect it all the way from the right side of my skirt into the left hand side of my skirt to create the next scale. And then again, on this scale you created from this meeting point downwards, you're going to measure the same. From this point, you're going to mark the same, and then take it all the way into the left side of your skirt. So guys, if you have any other method of achieving these scales on your skirt, please let me know on the comment section below. Thank you. Now to get the next scale, you're going to measure from this point onwards, from this point downwards, and you're going to connect this to the right side of your skirt. To form the next scale, we're going to measure from this meeting point downwards. So we're repeating the same process all the way till we get to the last line of our skirt. Now to make the next scale from this point, we're going to measure the same and mark. Then we're going to connect from this point to the mark we've made at the left hand side of our skirt. Now to make the next scale, we're going to measure from this point to this point. Then we follow up with a curved line which forms the scale for our skirt. Next, we're going to measure from this point downwards. And then you connect from the right hand of your skirt all the way into the left hand side of your skirt. Now to mark the final scale, we are going to measure from this point to this point. And now after making this mark, you are equally going to connect from the left hand side into the mark you've just made. And this is the last scale on my skirts. So now after making your pattern, you should have something like this. And then the next thing you're going to do is to label your pattern. And I divided mine into two categories, which is category A and B. This is A, while this is category B, and I further numbered it all so that when I cut this pieces and use it to cut out my fabric, it won't be confusing while joining the fabrics together. So I encourage you to do the same. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to use this pattern to create the scale in front of your skirt. So if you want to learn how to do this, you check the description box below for the link on how to sew these patterns together and how to use it to create scales in front of your skirt to make a beautiful pattern like this. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys stay tuned and take care of yourselves. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your loyalty. I really appreciate it. See you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.